Welcome back as always, guys. Yeah. Whew. All right. That's how you know we can start a video off right. So, for a long time, many moons now, my go-to favorite glove has been plain old GI flight gloves. And the reason behind this has been a couple of reasons. Now, I have tried many different brands of gloves over the years. Quite a few, from some really expensive ones to some not so expensive ones, and had mixed feelings and results about them, but I always came back to the flight gloves. And there's a couple of reasons why are: A, I could usually get them at a decent price, and for what I paid for them, they lasted reasonably long. They were also, for me, some of the most comfortable, gave me personally the most dexterity, ease of use, etc. So, good old plain old flight gloves have been what I have used like forever. I'm always looking for a way to improve things though, but looking to improve them in a way that is cost effective. So a few months back, I picked up another pair of flight gloves to try out, and I've been trying these out for a few months now. I gotta say, these are my new favorites. They are 100% legit. I'll show you a couple of things that differs these from standard USGI flight gloves, because these aren't USGI. These, believe it or not, are from none other than Magpul. I like Magpul stuff. I have for years. Like, I'll just share this with you. I was talking to Rich Fitzpatrick on the phone back when Magpul was him selling out of the trunk of his car. That kind of gives you a clue of how far I've gone back in dealing with Magpul. So, that all said, Magpul flight gloves. These are absolutely, for me, my new favorite, and I wanted to share them with you guys on why. So, you'll notice they're similar to regular GI flight gloves. It's got Nomex material, which is good. You've got leather, palm, which is good. And heck, I don't even remember if these are real leather or faux leather. It doesn't matter to me. It serves the same purpose. All I know is that they're very comfortable. They're very dexter. What is it that douchebag's brother his favorite word, dexterous, ambidextrous? Well, these aren't ambidextrous. Well, I guess they are, because you can get one on either hand, but there's a lot of dexterousness going on there. And yes, I just invented that word. But a couple little design features that set them apart. Number one, for those of you that want it and need it, two fingers right there have electronics compatible material on there, so that, and on the edge of the thumb, so that you can actually use things, not that it's a concern for me, but if it is for you, like your phone, tablet, etc. The shape of the fingers, okay, so this is important. Now, normally with flight gloves, they're not always perfect, but you can see how you've got a flat piece of material and then the Nomex is sewn around it. And I'm not intentionally giving you the bird, It's just the way it's coming out. But if you look at the Magpul ones, you see how it's sewn on the inside and folded under versus the external lip right here. So that's just one little difference in the way the fingers are constructed, which I really like. These work great, these work better. These just really let me, especially for shooting, getting on the trigger, manipulating the safety, pulling things out of pouches, these work better, okay? Another thing, you'll notice that the cuff right here has got a bit of a curved taper to it. Well, it tapers to your arm and little things like that, whereas a regular GI flight glove is just pretty much straight cut all the way across. You'll also notice the difference in length. Well, coincidentally, the length of the Magpul ones is about where I generally have to fold back the cuff on my flight gloves to get them the length I want, and these are already there. My flight gloves, the GI ones, and I don't have my primary pair here, this is one of my backup pairs, I always have to go in and sew in some little pieces of hollowed out 550 cord to be able to attach them to my gear and stuff so as to not lose them when I'm not using them. Well, Magpul's nice enough to give you a nice little soft loop of material already sewn in that allows you to accomplish just that without any necessary work on your part. So, long story short, for the price, these are my new favorite go-tos. I'm going to be getting some more of these. And I know it doesn't look like it, but I've worn these quite a bit, not only training and practicing, but just general work tasks. And they don't show hardly any wear. Real quickly on flight gloves, you'll notice the wear that starts showing up. Now that's just surface wear. It doesn't really affect anything, but these aren't exhibiting that. So for whatever that's worth, get yourself a good pair of gloves. Even if it's not these, get yourself some gloves that you can use and practice and train with, and then get you a backup pair on top of it. I'm a big fan of these now and will be using them going forward. Another thing I want to show you guys from Magpul is these Daka Lite pouches, right? Using the new lighter weight versions. Now, I love these pouches for putting stuff in that I want to A, keep organized, and B, keep dry inside my pack, inside my ruck. I've long been a big fan of simple Ziploc bags. They work, they serve a purpose, but they also have their limitations. These Daka pouches are waterproof, they've got really good zippers on them, and the other nice thing I like about them is with the loops on there, you can dummy cord them to your pack so that when you take stuff out, you don't forget and set it on the ground and then forget to put it back in your bag. You can dummy cord stuff on and it not go anywhere. These are really good for keeping, like, you know, things like this that you should have. Keeping it dry. Not only dry, but keeping it organized. Fits in there real good. You can put all kind of other paperwork, little stuff in there. These are great for things like spare socks, spare underwear, spare t-shirts. I mean, again, anything you want to keep organized inside of a pack and keep it protected and dry. I mean, and these are, I mean, come on, these are stupid cheap. And these will last a lot longer than my beloved Ziploc bags. So I still use Ziploc bags, but I'm also using these too. and I tried to get all the creases out of them before I showed it to you. I've had them stuck in my bag and some stuff in them. Like you can even see little imprints and indentions from stuff that I had in there, and while it left an imprint, it did not damage the bag at all. So if you're looking for a way to protect and organize stuff in your pack, again, that doesn't break the bank, give these a go. I'll fully admit, when they first came out years ago, the original ones, I was kind of indifferent to them. I decided to give these new light pouches a try just because the price point was right. And again, I recognize that while there are some things I'll continue to use Ziploc bags for, there's things that I really would prefer to use these for now that I know that they work and that I like them versus the Ziploc. So, a couple little things to show y'all from Magpul that I recommend and like. As always, you do you. If you've got your own preferred way of handling things or preferred items to use, knock it out of the park. If you're looking for something and you hadn't decided yet, give these a try. It's what I'm using. I think that's about it. You guys take care, stay safe, keep training, keep practicing, keep getting ready. I'll see you in another one. Oh, by the way, there will be links to those things down in the description box below. And if they're not in the description box below, there will be links on the blog page. So follow the link to the blog page that will be in the description box as well. Okay? See you later.